Hi, welcome to Leap Taken. This is Mika, and here at Leap Taken, I talk about all things witchy, craft related, law of attraction, manifesting, esoteric, and everything else in between. So, today we're talking about essential oils. So, these are my essential oils. I recently picked this up from Amazon. The brand is called Plant Guru. I really adore this brand. It's premium, therapeutic grade essential oils, and it was a great price. So 100% pure. I really, really like this one. So just to, I don't know if this is going to come up right. You get it. I don't think the lighting's a little off, but anyway, so I just kind of want to talk about some of the ways that you can use essential oils in witchcraft, in craft at all, magic. So the number one thing is dressing candles. So I'm just going to show using a chime candle, also Amazon purchased. So I'm going to pull out a candle and show you, see, how we're going to do this, how you can use essential oils. So typically, let's start with the basics. Never put the essential oil on the wick. Any oils you make, because you don't have to have essential oils. You can use any kind of oils to dress your candle. I use essential oils. I make my own blends out of the essential oils. I think these are have their own individual vibration. I'm careful to acknowledge, or not acknowledge, I guess the right word would be to put my intention into these oils to work from a magical point of view. So I can grab one and it's already ready to go for what I need to use it for. So in this case, I typically like to do some sort of inscribing on my candles, and I keep a pen. So this is a pen that doesn't write so well. It's red. Red is my color. So, excuse me. Sorry. I usually inscribe my intention using this because it's such a fine point. So it's great, and I only use this for this purpose. So I've dedicated this pen for inscribing my intentions some time ago. I've had this for a while, and or it could be a word or it could be a symbol. So in this case, let's do a heart for love and peace. So I'm just going to put hearts. Calming, love, and peace. And gratitude, because I always got to throw that in there. But to me, the heart symbolizes all those things, not just romantic love, but just love, peace, harmony, balance. So I put 3, 1, 2, 3. So 3, which is a balanced number for me, that's a magical number for me. So I have 3 hearts I put on here, right? So now that I've done my inscribing, I would take one of my essential oils. Now, obviously, I'm going to pick one that I think makes more sense for the purpose of the magic that I'm trying to do. So we're thinking peace, right? So probably wouldn't do peppermint. That's a little too lively. But lavender fits the bill. So I would simply open it. And for me, remember, I already placed my pot. When I got this, that's the first thing I did. When I got these, it's held in my hand and just put my positive intention so they could be used for magic. So now there's this belief that if you rub outward, you want the energy to go out. If you, draw the oil down, the energy comes to you. So I want love, peace, harmony, balance to come to me. So I'm going to start here at the top. You don't need much. Hopefully you saw that. And I just, as you do this, this is the time you want to envision whatever it is that you're, doing this candle for, whatever magic purpose and intent you want. So this is the time you can chant now, you can make comments, and you can just repeat what your intention are. Love, peace, harmony, love, peace, harmony, balance, love, peace, harmony, love, peace, harmony, balance. Say it as many times as you want. So this has been anointed. You can, of course, take this a step further and put herbs and things like that on it. But I just wanted to keep it really simple, really practical. And then I place it here in my little star candle holder. And there you go. So that is a way to use the essential oils for that. A little goes a long way. These are chime candles, so you don't need a whole lot. Now, let's talk about this kind of candle. So this one, what I would do is, and I haven't cleansed this candle yet, so I'm not gonna actually do it. I'm gonna show you because I still actually have to, I literally just got this from the store. So, and I didn't pay attention. For instance, you see this? Don't buy it when the thing is not in the center. This is gonna be an issue. I have to remind myself about this later. But that's totally different subject, but just be careful for that. It should be in the center. But the wick appeared to be in the center, so I thought I was doing something okay. But I want to cleanse this in a mundane way first, and then spiritually cleanse it. And I use rose water to do so. But anyway, what I would do, still using my oils, is I would poke holes in here. I can still use this pen. Sometimes I'll use a nail. If you buy the nails, the nail file that comes with the fake nails that you buy. I don't know how to explain this thing. It basically looks like a chopstick, but you can stick that there, or a toothpick. I like the pen because I want a bigger hole. So I'll go in a little bit, drill in a little bit, and then I'll dig it down. It gets a little messy, but I don't care, because the next step is I would then take my essential oil, and it has a dropper on it, so I would just drop in each hole. And everything has a purpose, so if I do that, I'm going to drop a certain number of drops because that number means something. So that's how you would take care of using the essential oils in one of these types of candles. And of course, the oils that you pick follow your intent. So that's something to keep in mind. And these are natural herbs and herb essence and things like that. So still go off the knowledge that you have as far as what lavender does, or what spearmint does, or even what lemon does. So that's another way. Another way that I would use my essential oils is for cleansing. So for instance, my workspace, I'll cleanse it the mundane way. I'll use my regular cleaner to clean off this surface. But then, because I've already put my positive magical intention in these, I would get a different cloth, add a few drops of the essential oil, and I'll just wipe that down, because this is, it represents cleansing it from a magical point of view. And then I always light an incense. This one just went out. It smelled great too, rose water. Believe it or not, picked it up from Walmart. But anywho, yeah, so I would use the essential oils to cleanse the space. It cleanses everything as well. So that's another purpose for that. Also for magical tools. Now you have to be careful with magical tools, because depending on what you have, you don't want to disturb it. For instance, this is made out of wood. This is my wand. I got this about 2 years ago, I think. I never had like an official one, but this was something that my husband actually purchased for me. And I was grateful he did it, because it meant something. But it's wood. It's pretty sturdy, and I like this, but just a little bit, not because I don't want to disturb too much of it, but a little bit of the essential oil just to cleanse it. So I'll do that. Also, whenever I wipe down any of the things, like my crystal ball over here, like I said, I use the mundane way of cleaning, and then I'll hit it with my preferred essential oil as well, just to sort of, I don't want to say reconsecrate it, but just to give that little magical oomph again. Just recharge it. And because I feel these are already charged. Which goes into my next thing. You can charge your oils as well on the next full moon. Also, new moon, if you just purchase some oils and they're sitting there and you've been waiting to do something magical with them, On the new moon, write down your intent in your grimoire or your book of shadows. Write the dates down, write everything down, and list the essential oils, and then write down what the magical intent will be for those oils whenever you use them. And then during the night of the new moon, you can just sit quietly, hopefully outside, with your oils, keep them closed, and just, you can meditate on that and pick up each one, read what you wrote down, and just feel that you're passing that energy from your mind, from your heart, down your arms, through your hands, onto the bottle, through the bottle, into the actual liquid, the essential oils. So that's just another way. Of course, on the full moon, leave these out somewhere in where the rays of the full moon hopefully can touch them. Be careful depending on the weather, of course. It might just be in a windowsill, maybe not outside, depending on where you live. And yeah, you can charge them that way as well. That's perfectly fine. But there's a new moon tonight, so I'm just giving you some ideas on how you can kind of make that work for you as well, not just the full moon. So these are just a couple ways to go about using essential oils in witchcraft. Now, of course, within spells themselves, outside of dressing a candle, you might use your little cauldron, which I have here. This is my little mini cauldron, which you can see gets some work. I burn things in here when I'm not burning. This is just where I gather, herbs and things like that for my purposes. You can always use your essential oils, drop some in, mix them with your herbs, whatever else you're doing. Also, as far as just aromatherapy, but beyond the commercial use of aromatherapy. So you're trying to infuse a certain mood in your home. You want a certain energy present. So you're going to pick a certain type of essential oil, yes, for the smell, but remember, you've already magically charged these. So it gives it the magical intent as well as just for the scent, the aromatherapy side of it. So you get both. So that's another way to go about using, kind of in a practical way. If you are working on doing any sort of healing magic, the essential oils are going to work great if you're actually making certain types of potions that might actually go on the skin, creams, lotions, salves, things like that. The essential oils are going to obviously going to work great with that. It's going to give you the scent that you probably desire and whatever the properties are of that particular essential oil. But again, since they're magically charged as well, you're going to get that magical intent as well, especially if it was for healing. So there you go. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. If you have other ways that you go about using essential oil that I didn't cover, please share in the comments. That'd be great for me to learn. I'm probably sure I'm going to use different other ways to go about using essential oils, but these are just kind of the basics, and I think the most easily accessible ways to go about dressing the candle, first one. And then the bigger candles, the 7-day candles as well. Great for that purpose as well. You can also use it on the outside of the glass. Let me grab that again. So you can also use it once you take the tag off and you clean it. You can then also use it for cleansing on the outside. A little goes a long way. You wouldn't do a whole lot, but you can definitely do that. Almost in a way that you might use Florida water. You can go about using your essential oils that way. You can also create your own Florida water and add your essential oils to that. So, some people will create sprays, cleansing. Instead of using sage, they do sprays. Essential oils would be great for that as well. So it's a lot of uses, essential oils. I keep a ton of them. I have a whole other set that I keep in another room in my cabinet, but these are new and I just got these, and these are pretty filled to the top, and some are duplicates, but it's just a little bit left, so it's time for me to buy more. So I wanted to give this brand a try. So far, so good. So thanks for watching, and hopefully you learned a little something about how to use essential oils that you might not have thought about. If you enjoyed the video, it'd be great if you hit like, and if you really, really like the video, please subscribe. Thanks again for watching. I'm Mika, this is Leap Taken, and you guys have a great day.